The metallic clang of the M4 carbine hitting concrete echoed through the combat training center. Instructor Drake stood over the weapon, arms crossed. His shadow fell across a small woman kneeling on the floor, her faded blue work uniform darkened with sweat. "Hey, sweetheart." Drake's voice boomed across the facility. "What's your rank, Dust Bunny?" "First class." 4 instructors erupted in laughter. Sergeant Hayes turned toward trainees near the pull-up bars. "That's what happens when you let civilians on base. Boys, standards drop." Sarah Chen didn't lift her head. She continued pushing the mop across the already clean floor. Her small frame, 5'4", maybe 125 pounds, seemed to shrink under their attention. But Master Chief Rodriguez, a 25-year veteran, narrowed his eyes. Something wasn't right. The way she held that mop grip firm, knuckles aligned, elbows at efficient angles. The way she knelt spine straight, shoulders squared, maintaining peripheral awareness. That wasn't a cleaning lady's posture. That was a combat crouch. Jessica Park, the commander's aide, arrived. "Instructor Drake, don't waste your time with these people. We have drills scheduled." Drake bent down and retrieved the M4. "You're absolutely right, Miss Park. Some people are born for greatness. Some people are born to clean up after it." Sarah's hands stilled. Then she stood in one fluid motion, rising from a full squat without visible effort. Rodriguez's jaw tightened. That was a pistol squat. SEAL-level movement. 20 minutes from now, everything would change. Sarah worked methodically through her section, wiping down equipment. For 3 months, this had been her routine. Nobody knew. Nobody suspected. And that was exactly how she needed it. She reached the weapons rack where Drake had left an M4 partially disassembled. Her hand moved automatically, checking the brass deflector, feeling the familiar texture. "How long you've been working here, Miss?" Rodriguez's voice cut through. 3 months, Master Chief." Rodriguez studied her hands. Calluses on the palms and fingers tacked. Thick pads where pistol grips pressed. Rough patches where rifle stocks rested. He'd seen those hands on operators coming back from deployment. "You handle equipment carefully. Military background?" "No, Master Chief. Just try to do good work." The answer came too quickly, too practiced. Drake's voice exploded. "All right, Nuggets, gather round. Time to see if any of you can handle stress." Chief Williams demonstrated field stripping technique. Candidates lined up, most fumbling, exceeding time limits. Then young Tommy stepped up, 19 years old, baby-faced. His hands shook. "Pathetic," Drake said. "Move those hands, Nugget." Tommy's rifle clattered, pieces scattering. Sarah made eye contact with him. She gave the smallest nod. Tommy's shoulders straightened. He restarted, hands moving more smoothly. 2 minutes, 28 seconds, Williams announced. "You pass." Hayes drifted over to where Sarah worked. "You missed a spot," he said, pointing to an area already cleaned twice. "Yes, Sergeant. I think civilians on base lower the standards. Make everything soft." Sarah said nothing, but Rodriguez saw her grip tighten on the mop handle. The afternoon wore into evening. Sarah should have finished at 1800, but Jessica Park delivered a new checklist. "These need to be completed tonight. The Admiral is visiting tomorrow morning." So Sarah stayed. The instructors gathered near the central mat, running close quarters battle scenarios. "Remember Fallujah tactics," Williams said. Fallujah, the name echoed in Sarah's head, bringing memories she'd spent 18 months trying to suppress. She forced herself to breathe normally, to focus on cleaning. "Hey, cleaning lady," Drake called. "Hand me that upper receiver." Sarah moved to the table. This was a test. Morrison had pulled out his phone, ready to record. Sarah reached for the upper receiver. Her hand moved automatically, fingers wrapping around it with a grip that was firm, practiced. She handed it to Drake. "Thanks, sweetheart." Williams stepped closer. "That was a proper grip. Most civilians hold weapons like they're picking up trash. You held that like you've handled them before." "I've seen the instructors work. I try to pay attention." "Let's have some fun," Morrison said. "Sarah, have you ever seen one of these put together?" "Yes, sir." "Come on, show us." Sarah approached the table. Components lay scattered. She'd assembled hundreds of them, had done it in darkness, in sandstorms, under fire. Her hands moved. Bolt carrier group, receivers, pins, charging handle, complete. Williams checked his stopwatch. 47 seconds. "That's instructor level time." Silence. "Do it again," Drake said. "You got lucky." Williams scrambled the components. "Close your eyes until I tell you to start. Open, go." Her hands moved faster. Complete. 39 seconds. Nobody gets faster on a second try. That's not luck. That's training. Rodriguez moved closer. "Sarah, where did you learn to do that?" "I read a lot, Master Chief. Reading doesn't give you muscle memory. Watching doesn't make your hands move like they've done something 10,000 times. Hayes interjected. "Maybe she's a spy." "Enemy agent." Jessica Park's expression shifted. "That's actually a valid concern. Sarah, your background check showed gaps, unexplained periods." "I had other jobs, different locations. I'm filing a security inquiry," Jessica announced. Rodriguez frowned. Sarah remained calm. The facility's main door opened. Security Chief Anderson entered with 2 military police. "Sarah Chen, need to ask you some questions." "Of course, sir." Before Anderson could proceed, his radio crackled. Anderson, this is Commander Hawthorne. Stand by for classified personnel verification. Do not proceed with standard inquiry protocols. 8 to 5 minutes. Anderson's expression shifted. Looks like we're waiting. The 5 minutes stretched. Nobody left. Nobody spoke. Commander Hawthorne entered, followed by Gunny Williams. Hawthorne's presence commanded absolute respect. At ease, he said. Captain Sarah Chen, I need to speak with you privately. Jessica found her voice. Sir, security protocols require. I'm aware of the protocols. Miss Park, this matter is above your clearance level. Stand down. Drake didn't. With all due respect, Commander, we deserve answers. Stand down, Instructor Drake. Morrison was staring at his phone. Drake, you need to see this. Drake looked at the screen, eyes widening. That can't be right. It says her records are sealed at JSOC level. Enough, Hawthorne commanded. He turned to Sarah. Are you ready for this to come out? Sarah was quiet. I'm ready, sir. Hayes reached toward her shoulder. Sarah pivoted automatically, redirecting his momentum. He stumbled, grabbing her collar. The fabric tore. RIP. Exposed on her shoulder blade was a tattoo, a golden sealed trident. Below it, Task Force Phoenix coordinates. 17 small stars. Dates, 2009 to 2015. Scar tissue surrounded it. Shrapnel wounds from an IED blast. 3 seconds of absolute silence. Then Gunny Williams whispered, Sweet Lord above, Task Force Phoenix. Drake's jaw went slack. That's impossible. Morrison dropped his phone. Operation Silent Dawn, Helmand Province. August 12, 2011. 73 coalition soldiers trapped. They sent Phoenix. 17-hour firefight. Everyone said it was suicide. Phoenix brought them all home. 0 casualties. Chief Williams dropped to parade rest. 17 missions. All classified, all successful. Phoenix was real. Hayes backed up. I didn't mean. Jessica's clipboard clattered to the floor. Oh no. Hawthorne stood at attention, saluting. Captain on deck. Rodriguez smiled, saluting beside him. Tommy started recording with shaking hands. Petty Officer Kim gasped, tears forming. I gave her paper towels. Hawthorne spoke. Captain Sarah Chen, SEAL Team 3, Task Force Phoenix Commander. 12 years active service. Navy Cross recipient. 3 Bronze Stars with Valor, Purple Heart, Silver Star, medical discharge eligibility following IED blast, resulting in 40% hearing loss. Declined full disability. Retired with honors 18 months ago. Rodriguez turned to Drake. You just mocked a woman who has more combat time than everyone here combined. She saved lives will never count. Fought battles that officially never happened. Drake removed his instructor badge with shaking hands. Captain, I disrespected everything you represent. I don't deserve to wear this. Sarah looked at him. Keep it, Drake. You're a good instructor. What they don't need is instructors who judge books by covers, who forget that respect is something we give, not just demand. Williams approached carefully. Captain, why work as why hide? Sarah was quiet. My husband, Lieutenant Marcus Chen, SEAL Team 7 Kia Kandahar 2 years ago. The words dropped like stones. I couldn't leave completely. This base, these teams, it's the closest I can be to him. The cleaning work keeps me grounded, gives me purpose without command decisions. I wasn't hiding. I was healing. Morrison stepped forward. Captain Chen, my conduct was unacceptable. I apologize formally and completely. Hayes offered his challenge coin. This is yours. I was wrong about everything. Jessica stood alone, devastated. I've submitted my resignation. Sarah crossed to her, picking up the clipboard. Don't resign. Everyone deserves a second chance. Use it well. I don't deserve this. Maybe not, but I'm offering it anyway. That's what leadership looks like. But understand second chances aren't infinite. Hawthorne stepped forward. Captain Chen, I'm requesting you join our training cadre as consultant. Sarah shook her head. I need the simplicity. The cleaning work helps me. I need to be just Sarah for a while longer. Understood. But you'll keep your cleaning position with a significant raise and full base access. Thank you, sir. The group dispersed slowly. Drake lingered. Captain, I grew up being dismissed and underestimated. I should have known better. I became what I'd always hated. His voice dropped. I see what I did. I'm going to be better. Don't lose your edge, Drake. Just remember that real strength comes in forms you might not recognize. The best leaders create environments where everyone gets treated with dignity. I'll remember. Captain. Morning arrived with overwhelming attention. Sarah's phone buzzed. Constantly texts, calls, interview requests. She arrived at Bass early, finding 40 people waiting outside the CTC. Rodriguez called. Attention on deck. 40 bodies snapped to attention. Saluting. Sarah returned the salute. The commander wants to see you at 0700, Rodriguez said. Until then, some people wanted to speak. Tommy approached first. Captain, did you know I could do it? I knew because I saw how you handled failure. You didn't quit. That's the most important skill, the ability to fail and keep moving forward. Other trainees approached with questions. Sarah answered thoughtfully, never dismissing their concerns. Petty Officer Kim apologized for treating her like she needed protection. You treated me with kindness. Sarah said. That's never something to apologize for. Kindness is undervalued in military culture. Dr. Martinez discussed new treatments for hearing loss. Corman Jackson asked how she transitioned from combat to civilian life. I don't know if I've successfully made that transition. Some days I feel at peace. Other days I feel like I'm suffocating. Purpose is what you choose to find valuable. In Hawthorne's office, he was direct. The story is spreading. By tomorrow, mainstream media will have it. How do you want to handle this? I don't want to do interviews. I'm not equipped to be anyone's inspiration. Understood. He pulled out a folder. This arrived this morning. Classified courier. Inside a photograph of 17 people in tactical gear near a cave system. Coordinates for Kabul province, Afghanistan. Below. 17 contractors trapped. Taliban closing in. Phoenix, we need you one more time. Sarah's hands tightened. Who delivered this? Routing codes traced to JSOC. Someone with serious clearance wants you to see this. It's been 18 months since I retired. Why now? Because Phoenix never failed. When everything else has been tried, someone remembered there's a person who brought everyone home every time. Sarah stared at the photo. I can't do this. I'm retired. I'm healing. That's your right. But those 17 people will die if someone doesn't extract them. And whoever sent this believes you're the only person who can do it. I need time to think. The folder says you have 12 hours. After that, the tactical window closes. Sarah took the folder and left, resuming her cleaning routine while her mind churned through tactical analysis. That afternoon, her phone rang. Captain Chen, this is Colonel Morrison, JSOC. You received the package I did. Then you know the situation? Every military option is politically impossible, but a retired operator as private security, that's deniable. That's also suicide. 17 people is too large for covert extraction. You're Phoenix, you don't fail. Phoenix was a team. I can't rebuild Phoenix in 12 hours. I know about Marcus. I wouldn't ask if there were any other option. These are people, Sarah, former operators with families. They're going to die unless someone brings them home. Sarah closed her eyes. I need the full tactical brief. I can get you that in 30 minutes. It means I'll review the information and make an informed decision. At 8, Rodriguez found her reviewing tactical maps. They want me to go back. One more mission, and you're considering it. Rodriguez told her about a retired operator consumed by guilt who eventually took his own life. Only you know what you can live with. And if I go and die, then you die having lived consistently with your values. Sarah stood. I need to go home. Pack. Make arrangements. Whatever you need, you have it. I need you to look after my things if I don't come back. I can, but you're coming back. Phoenix always comes home. This time it's just me. No. This time you have an entire base who understands what you've sacrificed. You're not alone. At 2200, Morrison called. Captain, I need your decision. Sarah looked at Marcus's photograph, at her simple life. Then she thought about 17 people trapped. About families. About values. I'll be at the airfield in 6 hours. At 0200, Rodriguez, Hawthorne, Drake, Morrison, Williams, and Hayes waited at the airfield. They saluted as she approached. We couldn't let you leave without saying goodbye, Hawthorne said. Drake stepped forward. Captain, if you make it back, I'd be honored to buy you a beer. If I make it back, Drake, I'll take you up on that. She boarded the transport. The aircraft lifted into the night, carrying Captain Sarah Chen back to Wardot in her abandoned apartment. Marcus's photograph remained on the wall, a silent witness to love, loss, and the choices that defined who we are. In the cargo bay, Sarah sat alone among weapons and gear, preparing for what awaited. She thought about Marcus, her team, the 73 lives saved, the 17 missions, about the choice she just made. Phoenix, she whispered, touching her tattoo. One more time. Bring them home. The transport flew on through the night, carrying hope into hell, carrying proof that real warriors don't advertise or seek glory. They just answer the call, every single time.